everything also changed in terms of how broadcast was, how we were on TV. I remember when, we used to do stuff on TV at that time where the whole idea was very different, right?
Yeah.
Everything was supposed to be more sort of formal.
Correct.
Ab to sab change ho gaya.
Yeah.
Now, also, when we first started and I knew you, that was the era of film critics. Ab wo sab change ho gaya. Now, anyone can sit and start doing anything, where I feel like, there's somehow, it's like, when the blue tick went for everyone, they somehow
Lost value.
lost value. Now, I feel like that lost value. Do you feel like somewhere this whole film stars are now not as valuable because you see them everywhere? There was this whole thing where everything felt bigger, where everything is accessible.
Social media and Instagram and the internet did, it sort of democratized everything, right? It became an even playing field. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because I think what the flip side of, of living in a time when everything was sort of exclusive to professionals is also that it became a bit insular, right? I mean, like, what if you were young and bright and bubbling and didn't have an opportunity to write for the Times of India, or didn't have an opportunity to be on Star or CNN, IBN or whatever? I mean, how do you break out? And I think what the internet did is it gave everyone a chance to be a star. It gave everyone a chance to have a voice. The good ones will be, but that is true even back in the day. I mean, you even had critics or commentators who had professional jobs and who were not very good, and those people, not a lot of people necessarily patronized. And now, yes, the volume of sort of voices is much greater, because if you have a phone camera, you're a journalist, you're a critic, you're a reporter, you're everything, right? You're an influencer. So everybody's a critic today. But the truth is that only the good ones are the ones that people listen to. So I don't have a problem with the fact that everyone's have a voice. It's about being good at what you do. It's about having the loudest voice, and by loudest I don't mean the one who makes the most noise. I mean, like, the one who is able to be really good at what he does. Is to have a coherent, logical, sensible, real smart voice.
But the loudest voice now is the trolls. They are the ones who are the biggest critics, where they have something to say all the time. Like, are you concerned by that? I don't know.
I used to be when I was working in in the business of communication. Not anymore. I don't care. I mean, like, but it's a great humbling sort of experience. If you and this is what I learned. If you allow social media, if you seek your validation from that, from how many followers you have on Instagram and how many followers you have on Twitter and how people love you and they say all these nice things, then when the trolls come after you, then that also is then you will take that also seriously. It's just part of what it is. So it's easy for me to say now, because I don't do that anymore and I don't care anymore. But it can get, I mean, and the lesson from there is, like, don't believe in this. Don't enjoy it, but don't make it your life, and don't believe in it, because it's not real. It's not real. It's not. And again, it's very easy you will only learn this yourself. Yeah. You can have 100 people who tell you that, but you'll only figure it out when you figure it out yourself.
But this I got very lucky with. For some reason, you must have seen, I've never responded to comments. Yeah. I don't look at anything. I haven't followed
amazing.
People.
Or be that person who really doesn't care. And you don't care in the real world too. And I think that's what it is.
I genuinely
someone
don't.
That doesn't. Yeah. And that's a state of zen which I envy.
Yeah, which I genuinely don't, and I think it's been, for me, it's come quite effortlessly, because I was like, I really don't care. I'm having a great time, and I'm a narcissist. If I'm looking nice, I'm putting up a photo, and I'm only happy looking at it, and it's been really, really good.